Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So if we see about the different components of a Selenium WebDriver, so early first of all there has came like a Selenium ID has came, which we called it as a integrated development environment. It was mainly a Firefox plugin. And what this Firefox plugin was doing, it was doing record and playback for you. Once you are performing some action, it was recording, and the same actions we can again re-execute it. So that's how first one was came about the Selenium IT, but that is not much as useful that I have explained. There are some drawbacks for using the Selenium ID and record and playback features. Now there are the Selenium RC is there now, which we called it as Selenium 1 also in that case, and it was the main Selenium project for a long time. It was running before the Selenium WebDriver has came, and once Selenium WebDriver has came, and it has been mixed with Selenium RC, and it has become a Selenium 2. If you will hear that in the market, that you must hear that Selenium 4 is there now in the market. So these are some
Yes.
updated features that are coming one by one, and they are giving the specific versions to the Selenium. So early there was a Selenium RC, which we called it as a Selenium 1. Later, once one WebDriver is came, they have combined the Selenium RC with it, and they have given a name of a Selenium 2. And after that, they have again updated the Selenium. They have given Selenium 3, and mostly they were using Selenium 3. And after that, they have added a new features like creating a new window, and some XPath other options they have added, and they have created a Selenium 4 in that case. So every software or everything get update with the time, and they give a different versions for that. So mostly we have to use the latest one only, like Selenium 4, but these are the some old versions and components of our Selenium WebDriver.
RC was used for what, Rahul? Like ID is for record and playback.
Yeah, after ID, they have given the Selenium RC. And even though officially RC has been depreciated, no one is using, and they are even not supporting and giving the Selenium RC to anyone.
Okay. When it was there, it is used for what
it,
purpose?
it was using for the automating the scripts,
Okay. Okay.
and it was even no mainly relies on a JavaScript for automation, and it supports PHP, Selenium Path, Parallel, and all that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it supports almost every browser out there, but officially now this RC is depreciated.
Mm.
Okay, but I'm just telling about the history of this Selenium WebDriver, how and it is developed like that.
Okay. Okay. Rahul.
Okay, and now after the Selenium RC, hello, I'm audible, right?
Yes, Rahul. Please go on.
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah. So after that, there has came a Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium WebDriver is a browser automation framework that accepts the commands. What do you mean by commands? Commands is like what action you want to perform. I want to perform a click action. I want to perform a send keys action. I want to perform a drop down action. I want to perform a frame handling or some window handling. So what command you want to perform? So you will send that particular command, and what Selenium WebDriver will do, the same command it will send to the browser to perform that particular action. Okay, and it is implemented through a browser specific driver. So browser specific driver means to say, if we are working on a Chrome browser, so we have to download the Chrome driver exe file. If you are working on Firefox, so there will be a Firefox driver.exe file that we have to download, and that driver only communicate with the browser. Whatever command you will send, that command first will come to the driver.exe, and that driver will directly communicate with the browser, and that it will be controlling it and performing all the actions for you. So that's how it has been designed about the Selenium WebDriver. And Selenium WebDriver supports multiple languages like Java, C Sharp, PHP, Python, Perl, Ruby, and JavaScript. And in the last, there is a Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid is there basically if you want to run your test case in the remote machine. So in that case, you can achieve that with the help of a Selenium Grid. It will basically make a hub Okay, it will basically make a hub where we can execute our different scripts on the remote machines. Okay, it is used to run the test on multiple machines, again different browsers in parallel. This implies running multiple tests at the same time against different machines running different browsers and operating systems. It is basically used for the execution speed and to reduce the execution time. This is the fourth component of our Selenium Grid, but mostly we use about the Selenium WebDriver. So earlier there was a Selenium WebDriver 3, now there is a Selenium WebDriver 4 is there. These are some different components of our Selenium WebDriver. The next one is, I think the same thing. I have just displayed in the visualization what are different features are there and how it has been developed. So like Selenium ID supports only for Firefox. Conditional operators are there. It needs a separate RC server. API has redundant and consuming command. No direct browser interaction was there in Selenium RC, and it was a slow execution. For Selenium WebDriver, direct communication happens with the browser. No need to separate server in that case, and simple commands are there, and it is having a faster execution. For Selenium Grid, it is similar architecture as a RC, requires RC server to run in multiple browsers and environments. First of all, there was a Selenium ID, Selenium RC was there, Selenium WebDriver and Selenium Grid. They have combined Selenium RC and WebDriver and into the Selenium 2. And after that, Selenium 2 has become a Selenium 3. And now Selenium 3 is into the Selenium 4. So this is how it is upgrading the history. I mean, one by one is there. The next